It's been a dream of mine to own an Aston Martin one day, and I was looking on the internet on cars.com specifically. I was looking for more of a, kind of like a pearl white. And I came across this car and it happened to be the exact, specifications I was looking for, and everything checked out and looked good on it. And then we ended up making a deal on it and they ended up shipping it back home to Cincinnati. My name is Nick. I am from the Cincinnati area and own a 2015 Aston Martin DB9. It's perfect, with the balance of sportiness, grand touring, it just does everything very well. So I'm really very impressed by the car. Really don't know how to put it into words. It's just something that's just very special and unique. How it sounds and how it feels, the hydraulic steering, and having a 12-cylinder is just, it's not like any other engine out there. I mean, it's just very different, very smooth, very well balanced, with everything going twin turbos nowadays, which are impressive. There's nothing really like that anymore. I have a Velocity AP X pipe coming for the car at some point. The goal is to kind of change the pitch of the exhaust. So not to make it crazy loud or anything, but just have that old school F1 V12 sounding from the engine. Everybody nowadays is wanting more from a car for performance standards. So everyone's, just the handling characteristics, the acceleration, that's usually what everyone goes for. It's kind of interesting. Most people want that supercar statistics and experience, but in reality, they actually want a grand touring vehicle. Supercars, just as cool as they are, they're just not that practical. Having people understand what the car is intended to do versus what people want it to do is also the big factor of educating everyone on what this car is meant to be. The dream would be to, have it do a road trip somewhere out west in it. That'd be really, really cool. Since it is a grand touring vehicle, it can just do the best of everything. Of just take it cross country, rip it around a track, and just drive it home. My favorite memory would be the day that I got it. So it was a Friday, and I got a call from the shipping company, and they were like, "Hey, we're going to be 30 minutes out. We're getting closer." I'm like super excited. So I told my boss, "Hey, I got to step out for lunch." And as I pulled in the neighborhood, there it was already sitting in the driveway, and it's just, couldn't believe it. It was one of those pinch me kind of moments. It was very shocking. Really cool to see. So maintenance on these cars, usually a lot of people don't understand, they're not that hard to maintain. As long as you do the frequent maintenance on it of your routine oil changes and just your fluid flushes as well, it's actually a really reliable car. One of the most unique parts of the car is going to be the naturally aspirated V12 engine. So it has 510 horsepower, being naturally aspirated, no turbos or no superchargers. It's all pure engine horsepower. So that's the cool thing with the car. It's just a lot of stuff now has some kind of assist system. So being naturally aspirated, it's a true natural feel, just like cars of the past. A lot of cars have been going away from the naturally aspirated motors. So the V2, especially V12 as well, V12 is just a very unique experience being, just there's not many engines like that out there. If you can experience a V12, definitely do it. If you have that opportunity to, it's just very special. There's not any other engine like that. And it's just, such a special experience. It's going to be a thing of the past in the near future, which is kind of sad. But as long as us car enthusiasts keep the dreams alive, we can continue on with, sharing the experiences throughout car culture.